Hey, my name is Mick, and I am posting my day trading journey here on YouTube with complete honesty and transparency. And today I did not take any trades whatsoever, and I want to talk about how bias kind of played a role in me not taking any trades and how that may actually have gotten me out of trouble today. So, I want to go over, start with kind of a higher time frame. And I have been, if we zoom out even further, I want to go to the 4 hour here. I have this large downtrend line that I've had marked for some time here, and I've been keeping an eye on the upper end of this. I have this kind of this ascending wedge happening here, but I've been keeping an eye on the top part of this wedge here, and so we've had a couple of reactions initially, and then we broke over it. So it seems like we're still hovering around it. So in my mind, I'm still thinking that kind of like on a lower time frame that it still may actually play some role. And so this is that larger time frame here on the 4 hour, and then I also drew this this trend line here as well. Just basically looking at levels of support for this trend line here. Kept seeing areas of support for this downtrend. I know it's not a trend line here, but I figured that these support, I'm going to zoom in here. Yeah, I'm looking at these, these bounces seem pretty significant and almost perfectly on this trend line. So I kept it for some time. And what I was looking at today, let me zoom out. Again, I'm looking at this today from an hourly perspective. We're in a downtrend, or at least at the very least more of neutral. We did break below in the past couple of trading days. We did break below this zone that I had. Let me draw something. We did have kind of this zone. Oh my God, I can't do this. Kind of like this zone, this trading zone for a long time, past couple of weeks. And, we had broken below it, and, I was hoping for either some continuation or at the very least some sort of, range movement in a new range, but didn't get that lucky. And so I guess what I'm looking at here were these two trend lines, and as we approach these trend lines, I had higher time frame bearishness, two trend lines that I thought were going to provide resistance after we broke below them and broke into a new trading range. I'm thinking, there's no way we're going to be getting back into the previous trading range we just broke out of, and against two trend lines that I thought were going to provide resistance. So we can look at these on a smaller time frame here. Obviously, there's an argument that some people, you shouldn't have bias in your trades. I think bias is such a heavily debated word. I guess I'm more concerned with higher time frame understanding, however you want to say that. But I think you definitely need to understand what's on a higher time frame scale, what's happening in the market. That doesn't, and obviously you don't want all of your trades, like, just because it's bullish or just because it's bearish or neutral, you're making specific trades. Like, you still need to be flexible, but still understanding on a higher time frame scale that there's certain things are happening and that you probably have a higher likelihood of that happening. So I went into today with a couple of bearish things in mind. And that was my expectation going into today, and I think it kept me away from it kept me away from making bad trades. So obviously the context for today is what kept me from that. I went into the day thinking, okay, at some point, my original thought process was I want to short at yesterday's high of day, or this value area high, which is 4110. That was the original plan, was to short there and to look for new lows. But what I saw here was I saw a lot of buying pressure, some consolidation right below it. That's what concerned me a little bit. And then obviously just the blast through it. Once that happened, I just wasn't interested in any shorts. And then, at this point I had no indication that this was going to be just like a trend day. What are we, an hour and 15 minutes into the market? I had no indication here that we were going to be trending the rest of the day. So at this point, like I still may be looking for short setups, just let some more things develop. I had no indication after this breakdown below, after this breakdown below that level, I had no indication that we were going to be, running up. In hindsight, yes, broke below that level, and then the consolidation above, really holding this level at 4107, holding this level right here, I guess was pretty bullish, but again, just blasted through that level again. And then really after that, this was a tiny pullback, and I'm on the 5-minute chart right now, so this pullback, pretty small pullback, right? That's one red candle, a total of 4 points, a 4-point pullback, and then it just went off to the races. And that was another one of my concerns. I mean, I think about halfway through this day, I was looking at like, okay, maybe I was completely wrong. Maybe we're just going to uptrend. And obviously this 4-hour trend line that I had drawn, it did react here, right? We had this kind of large wick, we had some consolidation, and then we blew through it again. So both of my trend lines didn't do anything today and ended up just trending all day. So ended up not taking any trades. So I guess for me, I didn't really know how to trade it. I didn't exactly hit my setups. I didn't get exactly what I was looking for, and I didn't take any trades. And then I was willing to change my perspective into understanding that it's a trending day, and then I didn't get in because I didn't find any decent opportunities. Like this doesn't, I guess you could get in after this pullback here, get in long, but I don't know. It just, this doesn't seem as favorable as some larger pullbacks, and just tricky to get in, so I'm not too upset with myself. Still able to kind of observe and learn and understand that the market still can do the opposite of what you think it's going to do. You may think it's going to keep breaking down, and then it just does this massive run up the whole day. So it's nice to have these days where I didn't get punished, but I'm able to look back and reflect on my bias going into the day, which I don't think hurt me and may have saved me today from taking trades that would have got me hurt. But otherwise, that's really all I got today, and see you next time. Peace.